So the basic idea I provided. What is the string concept? Just I provided the basic idea, right? Are you getting? So string is most commonly used data type in any programming language. String itself is the most commonly used data type in any programming language. That's why you people should have clear clarity about the string concept, right? Next, what is a string? Have you remember, right? What is the string? String is a sequence of characters. Any sequence of characters, sir, a group of characters within single quote or within double quote. Are you getting that? A group of characters within single quote or within double quotes is by default considered as a string concept. Sir, most of the other languages like Java, C language, C++, like if you have a single character within single quote, is by default considered char data type. Regarding by default, it's considered as what? Char data type, right? Most of other languages by default is treated as char data type. But in Python, there is no char data type. Remember that there is no char data type in the Python. Okay, so all the things by default considered okay, is the string only. I mean, even single character within single quote is still it is treated string type only. Okay, like even I covered with the example, sir, I showed the type also yesterday, right? Next, and after that, how to define multi-line string literals. Are you getting? I want to define multi-line string literals. Then we should use. Are you getting right? We should use. Can you spell out what is the concepts are? Triple quotes. Are you getting? We should use triple quotes. Sir, what is the purpose of triple quotes? The main purpose of triple quotes is to define multi-line string literals. Sir, S is equal to Durga, next and after that software, Durga, next and after that software, next and after that solutions. Are you getting Durga, software solutions? Like, sir, do you know how many lines my string literal is there? Multi lines, 3 lines. Still it is treated as one string value only. Sir, if you want to define multi-line string literals, then happily we can go for what? Triple quote symbols, right? We covered already. We discussed already, right? Triple. There is another advantage is there with this triple quotes symbol. What is that advantage? Is okay, very simple. If you want to use single quote or double quote as a symbol, if you want to use a single quote or double quote as a symbol, then happily we can use sir, these triple quote symbols, right? Sir, what is the meaning? I want to use single quote symbol, sir, or I want to use a double quote symbol in my string literal, then happily we can handle that particular situation by using this triple quotes, right? Best example for you here, my requirement is, sir, the Python, okay, the Python, okay, class, the Python class. Here just I'm taking the Python class by Durga, sir. Just I'm taking, sir, Python class is by Durga, sir. Like, is good. Just I want to print that. Is good. That's all. Just I want to print the Python class by Durga, sir is good. Is it really good? Yes, and is it good? Array, no response. Are you able to understand, right? Okay. Now observe the Python class, sir, by Durga, sir is good. Sir, this is the thing what I want to print. What I want to print to the console. If you want to print this one to the console, do you know? Sorry, here double quotes are there, here single quotes are there. Then how you can able to handle that situation is by using triple quotes. Regarding by using what? Triple quote symbol, no problem at all, sir. If you want, just have a look once, sir. Just observe that. Just have a look once. Python ideal. S is equal to, or otherwise, just let me go for S is equal to, sir, Python. Like this I'm taking, sir. Have you observed? Let me print S value. Have you observed? Here it is going to tell that, of course, sir. Here, because this one is nothing but ideal, right? Sir, let me take the same. With our, okay, test.py. Okay, let me take that. Let me take that. Here just I'm taking yes. Now I'm going for print of yes. Are you getting print of yes? Now observe a bit very carefully. Okay, py test.py I'm taking, sir. Have you observed? Yes, perfectly. It's going to print according to our required output or not? Yes. the Python class, okay, by Durga sir is good. Okay, make sure, sir, you people should be aware. Happily we are allowed to use. Happily we are allowed to use. Okay, the single quote and double quote symbols as a symbols in your string literal. Then we should go for that. Clear? Yes. Okay, this is about what is the purpose of triple quote symbols, right? Can you please tell for which purpose we can use the triple quote symbol? For two purposes. Purpose number one, to define multi-line string literals, we can use a triple quote symbol. What is the second purpose, right? Anyone can spell out what is the second purpose, right? So to use a single quote or double quote as the symbol in your string literal, then happily we can go for happily we can discuss about we can go for triple quote symbols, right? Now anyway, sir, I know from the first class onwards I'm talking about string concept, right? Now my requirement is Ray, can you please I want to access characters from the string. Regarding my requirement is I want to access characters from the string. How to access characters from the string? Remember this one, sir. Sir, I want to access character by character. How you can able to access? Very simple, sir. There are two ways are available. If you want to access char by char, there are two ways are there. Either by using index. Second one, sir, or by using what is that operator, sir? Have you remembered? Slice operator. Okay, very fortunate. Both the things I used multiple times in our last sessions, right? But anyway, here let me cover a bit in detail. Okay, sir, here there is one small specialty there for the Python. How many people remember? Sir, let me talk about by using index, right? Have a look one. Sir, we covered, I hope we discussed already this index. Very simple, sir. Suppose I'm taking S is equal to Durga. This is my string, sir. Sir, now what is the index? Indexes are how are defined? Sir, make sure Python supports both the positive and the negative indexes. Remember this one, sir. Both the positive and the negative indexes, sir. This is the biggest specialty for the Python, sir. Remember, in Java, native index is not possible, man. Native index is not possible. Sir, I hope in C language and C++ also, negative index is nothing but not possible. I'm sure in Java, there is no such type of thing. By mistake, if you are trying to access array element with a native index, immediately we are going to get array index out of bounds exception in Java. Remember that, right? Okay. But here in Python, happily you are allowed to define both positive and negative index. Sir, wherever in the Python positive index means we are always moving forward direction. Are you getting that? We are always moving what direction? Forward direction, right? So wherever negative index is there, then automatically forward direction means what? Can you spell out? Forward direction means left to right. Are you getting? Forward direction means left to right. Negative index means backward direction. Are you getting that? Negative index means backward direction. Backward direction means right to left. Is it clear? Yes, man. Are you able to understand, right? Even we discussed, I hope, in the last sessions, even we discussed about this terminology, right? Okay. So now just a small thing you people should aware clearly, right? Sir, I'm taking here, just observe that S is equal to Durga. How these sir indexes are defined? Just have a look once, sir. This is the string what we have. Are you getting? Sir, how many characters are there, sir? Total 5 characters are there. Okay, that's why D, next and after that U, R, next G, next and after that J. Remember, sir, what is the index? Positive index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, sir. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next and after that negative index -1, -2. What is this one? -3. Next and after that -4. Next and after that -5. Clear? I hope everyone can able to understand, right? Okay, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. This total thing is nothing but okay, internally memory level representation, right? Sir, by mistake, if you are trying to access array, string character by using out of range index, immediately we are going to get index error. Remember that index error we are going to get, sir. Okay, if you want, just a matter of 1 minute, sir. Just a matter of 1 minute. Observe that a bit carefully, sir. Sir, s is equal to Durga I'm taking, sir. Now I'm trying to print s of 0. Can you please tell what the output? Respond each and every person. Print s of 0. What is the output, sir? D. Because first one, right? Print s of -1. Print s of -1. Which one, sir? Print s of -1. A. Last character, right to left is A. Sir, print s of -5. -5. What about its value, sir? -5. Immediately, of course, D. Sir, print s of 15 I'm taking, sir. What will happen? Immediately we are going to get index error. Remember, all the previous things happily it's going to print, sir. D, no problem at all. D, no problem at all. But whenever we are trying to do the index error, string the index out of range, by default we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, string index out of range, right? So this is the way how you can able to talk about index level. Sir, even I covered a small chota example also yesterday, sir. What is that example? Yes, read some string from the keyboard. And the print both positive and negative index. I mean, each character with its positive index, with its negative index. Have you remembered? Yes, ma'am. Have you remembered, right, that example? Am I covered? No response. Am I already covered, right? Sir, just a matter of 1 minute. Can you please tell, sir? S is equal to input S is equal to input enter some string. S is equal to input enter some string. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Sir, now my requirement is I is equal to 0. Just observe a bit very carefully, sir. I is equal to 0 for x in S. Oh, for every character present inside S. For every character present inside S. Print of, can you please guide, sir? Print of the character, sir, present yet positive index. The character present yet positive index. Positive index is okay, present at positive index and yet negative index. Under yet negative index, sir, what is that negative index is? Okay, like is like this, right? Sir, dot format. Remember, sir, how many replacement operators are used, sir? I used, right? Sir, how many replacement operators are used? Sir, this is the first one. Next one after that, this is the second, this is the third one. Sir, both a positive index. What is the value, sir? Please respond. I. Okay. What is the value? I. Sir, it is always I, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. What is the negative index? Have you remembered, right? What is the negative index, mine? I covered already. Have you remembered, right? Sir, what is the negative index? Is I minus length of S. Are you getting that? I minus length of S. Sir, first time 0 minus 5. Its value is minus 5. Okay. Do you know, if you consider that D is there, next and after that U is there, R is there, next G is there, and then yes, sir. Now take a bit very special care. Sir, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the I value what I want to take, sir. Sir, now minus 1, minus 2, next minus 3, next minus 4, next and after that minus 5. Do you know here how this value will be generated? Sir, I minus length. 0 minus length of the string is Durga 5. So minus 5 we are going to get. Next term, sir, 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 means minus 4. Perfectly. Sir, these values are going to be generated. Sir, comma. Here observe, comma. What is the values are X. Like this, we require to take, sir. And after that, I is equal to I plus 1. Sir, I'm not explaining very clearly because we covered already in the last session all this cinema. Okay, that's why, sir, I'm not talking in detail. Now observe that. Now have a look once. Enter some strings. Durga only I'm trying to enter. Are you getting? The character present yet 0 index and negative index minus 5 is D. Present at 1 index and minus 4 is U. Like all the things are according to our required output or not? Yes, ma'am. Oi, can you please respond? All the things are according to our required output or not? Yes. Sir, this is, sir, now need not be Durga, sir. Sir, now I'm trying to add, sir, some Praveen, okay, some Praveen Kumar, like this I'm trying to add, sir. If I'm trying to add Praveen Kumar, then automatically, you know, sir, what is the 0 index and the minus 13 index is P, and then R, A, B, and so on, right? I hope everyone can able to understand. You can provide any string, no problem at all. Sir, that character, either positive index or negative index, happily it is going to print, sir. Sir, any explanation is required? Yes, all these things already we discussed in the last session. All these things we discussed already in the last session, right? Okay, remember that. Next, why you use a semicolon? Where, sir? Where? Semicolon. 1 minute, please. Because basically I'm coming from Java, right? Basically I'm coming from Java, right? Just now Java class completed. Okay, that's it. Semicolon is not required. Okay, so that's all. This is by mistake, because Java flow is coming. Okay, like that's all, sir. Sir, it's a very clear for you. It's a very clear for you people, right? Sir, you people should aware clearly, right? Okay. Sir, what is the next cinema? What we require to discuss? Right? Sir, now we can access. We can access by using. We are allowed to access, sir, by using, okay, slice operator also. If you want to access characters of the string, sir, how you can able to access characters, right? By using slice operator also. Remember this one, sir. A bit dangerous, more concentration must be required, sir. Sir, because almost I performed post-mortem about this slice operator, because it's always a big confusion. Seems to be easy, but whenever we are bringing negative index and so on, it's always a bigger problem is going to come in the picture. Okay, by using slice operator, happily we are allowed to get, sir. Remember that. Sir, what is the syntax for slice operator? Remember that. What is the syntax for slice operator, right? Anyone can you please tell? Yes, of begin index colon end index colon step. Are you getting? Begin index colon end index colon step, sir. Sir, begin, end, and then step. Sir, from which index onwards we require to consider? Next, sir, it is going to take next step value. Step value means increment value. Increment value, right? Remember, sir, suppose I'm taking, listen, very carefully, sir. Suppose I'm taking, I want 0th index to, sir, 7, comma like this. What is the meaning of this one? Can you please tell? From begin index to end minus 1 index. Observe very carefully, sir. Begin index to end minus 1 index, and every time increment by 1. So every time what number I require to increment, sir? 1. Then automatically this value is a step value. Remember that. So what is the meaning of 0, 7 colon 1 means this is the meaning, right? Sir, now take very special care. Is it positive value or negative value? Respond. Is it positive value or negative value? Yes, positive value. Sir, somewhere we covered n-1 story. Yes, ma'am. n-1 story, somewhere we covered range function. Pramod. Yes, correct. Range function, there we use n-1. Here also same terminology, right? Okay. Now my requirement here is observe that. Okay. Divya, you are asking some doubt. Do you know, sir, clear function is not there in the ideal. That's why every time what I did is, have you remembered? Just I closed that, I open once again. Yes, directly clear function is not there. What we have to, directly not there, but indirectly we can do. But instead of that, open the command prompt. What you can do here, just you can go for py. Then automatically the same ideal Python here also it is going to start. Here the biggest advantage is you can move, you can clear, you can move from top to bottom, like that facility by default will be there, which is not there in the case of that Python ideal. Clear, Divya? Are you able to understand? Better to use command prompt only if you want. You can get more flexibility. Sir, now take very special care what we can able to do that. Sir, here I'm taking yes is equal to here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9. Sir, like I'm taking, sir. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 9 I'm taking. Sir, now my requirement is yes of 0, 0 colon 0 colon 7 colon every time increment by 1. Every time increment by 1. What is the answer by default we are going to get? Can you please tell the corresponding characters from 0th index to n minus 1 means 0 to 6? Which characters are there? Which characters are there? Sir, don't feel here 0 to 6 characters are there. Any character, it may be alphabet symbols, it may be special characters, anything, sir. By default, it's going to return. Are you in a position to understand that? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. Next, if I can take, sir, 0 colon 7 colon 2, sir. 7 colon 2. So, what is the meaning of that? From 0 to 6, every time increment by 2, then automatically what is the answer? 0, 2, 4, 6. Regarding 0, 2, 4, 6 only. Every time by increment 0, 2, 4, 6. Clear? Oi, are you able to understand? Sir, now step value can be anything, no problem at all, sir. Need not be 1, need not be 2. You can take 5, 6, 7 also. No issue at all. Itself is acceptable. Okay. Now the point here is take very, very carefully about this one, sir. Because the slice operator is applicable for list set everywhere. Slice operator is even applicable most of the times, most everywhere. That's why make sure you should have clear clarity. Sir, now I'm taking yes of 0 colon 7. That's all, sir. Sir, how many attributes I'm providing? Yes, man. How many properties I'm providing? Only 2 properties. Sir, one property is missing. Which property is missing, sir? Step. The last one I'm not specifying. Regarding first one, colon, second one, last one I'm not specifying. The default value for step is nothing but 1, sir. The default value for step is nothing but 1. Remember that. Next, here see 0, 0, colon, like this I'm taking. Sir, I'm not taking, sir, end index and the step value. Step value, sir, one is the default value. What is the default value for end index, right? End index is always total length of the string. Remember this one. End index is always what? Total length of the string, sir. Make sure you people should be aware. Now, it is always going to consider from 0 to 9, total thing by default we are going to get, sir. Okay, remember that. Okay, remember that, sir. Next, sir, one more. So, if I'm taking, sir, nothing, sir. Just I'm taking like this. Oh, sir, no default value, no begin index, no end index, and then no begin index, no end index, and then no step value. Step value 1. Okay. Next, begin value. If you are not specifying the begin value, default begin value is 0. Remember that. Regarding default begin value is 0. Next, default end value, length of the string, man. Length of the string. Default end value is nothing but length until last. Now, can I able to get the total thing or not? Ray, please respond, man. Can I able to get total or not? Yes. Sir, more concentration must be required for you people, right? Now, take very, very special care. Very, very special care. Sir, what is the care is? Sir, I'm taking colon, -1 I'm taking. Observe that. Sir, step value can be either positive or can be negative. Step value either positive or negative. If it is the positive, okay, it is always going to consider from left to right. Remember that, sir. If step value is the positive, then it always moves forward direction. If the step value is a negative, then it's always going to move from right to left. Take very, very special care. Right to left. Then automatically reverse is going to be happened or not? Yes, man. Very important. Very important by using slice operator. How you can able to reverse the string? Sir, colon, -1. That's all. -1 means negative, right? Okay. Make sure, sir. Now all the points whatever there. Now I will discuss. Based on that, we will go for some more examples, right? Sir, what is the syntax? Sir, please make sure more concentration must be required. If pen and paper is there, highly recommended to take, sir. If the pen and paper is there, highly recommended to take this one. Sir, don't get confused anywhere, right? Sir, S of begin, end, step. This is about that. Sir, now step value can be either positive, either positive or negative. Remember this one. Step value can be either positive or negative. If positive, then forward direction or not, then it should move. Yeah, it should be forward direction. It should be forward direction. Sir, positive step means forward direction from left to right, sir. From left to right. Next, if negative, then it should be backward direction, backward direction from right to left, sir. From right to left. Remember, up to this, any doubt? Oh, respond. Up to this, any doubt? Sir, step value. Who is going to decide whether we are moving forward direction or backward direction? Step value is always going to decide, sir. Okay? Step means positive step value means always forward direction. Negative step means always backward direction. Remember that, sir. Okay? Next. Take very special care the remaining thing also, sir. If it is the positive, if it is the positive, sir, if positive, then it will move from, it will move forward direction, sir, from begin to n minus 1. Correct or not? Begin to n minus 1. Observe that, sir. So if positive, forward direction from begin to n minus 1, like this, right? Sir, if negative, sir, what is the meaning? Backward direction. If negative, backward direction, then backward direction. Okay, and we have to consider from begin to end plus 1. Remember that, sir. If it is the negative, we require to consider from begin to end plus 1. Sir, any type of person, maybe a chance to get confusion, take a bit very special care. I will execute a small example, sir. Make sure, sir. Okay, here just I'm taking n plus 1. S is equal to, sir, now 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 I'm taking, sir. Take very special care, sir. If it is the positive, then it's always going to consider from begin to n minus 1. If it is the negative, then it's always going to move backward direction from begin to n plus 1. Remember that a bit very carefully about this terminology, right? Sir, now I'm taking S of, sir. If I can take, sir, you can tell any combination, sir. I can able to tell, sir. Suppose 2 colon 8 colon 1 I'm taking. Can you please tell which characters by default is going to come? Please respond. Which characters by default is going to come? Yes, up to 81. Yes, up to 81. Then automatically 2 to 7. Correct or not? 2 to 7 by default we are going to get, sir. 2 to 7 by default we are going to get. Okay, sir. Yes of 2 to 8 colon 1 is nothing but 2 to 7. Perfectly, it is the valid, sir. Now listen very carefully. Yes of listen very carefully. 2 to 8 minus 1 I'm taking. Minus 1 I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get? Yes. What is the output by default we are going to get? Yes of 2 to 8 minus 1. What is the output by default we are going to get? Yes, good. Yes, man. Because I told, right, any type of expert person also can able to get confusion here. Because positive and negative indexes take a bit dangerous slice operator, right? Can you please tell what the answer we are going to get? Yes, I'm good. Don't execute, and each and every person, can you please tell the answer? Guess something. 2 to 8 minus 1. 2 to 8 minus 1. Respond each and every person. Don't execute, please. Don't execute. Okay, here just to take a bit very special care, sir. Now, is it positive or negative? Is it positive or negative? Negative means Am I required to move forward direction or backward direction? Am I required to move forward direction or backward direction? Backward direction. Excellent. You are in the correct track, man. We require to move in the backward direction. In the backward direction, from 2 to 8. Oh, 2 to negative means begin to end plus 1. I require to move from begin index to end plus 1 index. Begin index to end plus 1. Sir, 2 to 9 I have to move. 2 to 9 I have to move, but very unfortunate, I require to move in the backward direction. Starts from 2. If I move to backward direction, is it possible to get 9, sir? Can you please tell? If I move from begin 2 to end, if I move in the backward direction, is it possible to get 9? Never, because 9 is available in the forward direction, but not in the backward direction. Ayyo, are you able to understand? Good. Some idea I hope you people got. Sir, now what is the output by default you are going to get? Don't execute. Please tell. What is the output by default you are going to get? Yes, 210 empty. Yes, what is the output by default you are going to get? Make sure, sir. Sir, now here just let me repeat once again. Sir, minus 1. Minus 1 means backward direction. Sir, observe backward direction. Minus 1 means backward direction. Backward direction, if it is the negative, backward direction from begin index to n plus 1 index. Begin index means 2, sir. N index you provided 8. Backward direction means n plus 1. N plus 1 means 9. So starts from 2. Starts from index 2. Assume that you are currently here. You have to move backward direction until 9 index is coming. But if I move to the backward direction, am I going to get a 9 index in the backward direction? No. 9 index is always available here, man. I never going to get. That's why what is the output by default you are going to get? Can you please observe that? Yes, please, can you please guide? 2 colon 8 colon minus 1. 2 colon 8 colon minus 1. Empty, because even you are moving backward direction, you never going to get 9 index. That's why what is the output by default you are going to get? Empty, because there is no such type of substring present in the given string with your specified range. Don't get confusion. Clear? Are you able to understand? Sir, very simple, sir. Positive means can I spell out? Positive means forward direction. Negative means backward direction. Positive means begin to end minus 1. Negative means begin to end plus 1 index, but backward direction. That is about our rule. Now can you please ask something? Yes, based on that, any type of thing we can able to answer, sir. Please, can you please tell anything? You can ask anything. Can you please? Raise some combination, man. Expect based on your requirement, I will explain for this. Okay, excellent. Can you please? Oh, here Praveen Kumar is beginning onwards. He's asking one thing, man. Let me show that. Yes, 2 colon 8 colon. Sir, you are always talking about positive and negative and so on. 0. Sir, starts from 2. Starts from 2 to 8 minus 1 means 2 to 7. Every time increment 0 is nothing but what will happen. Can you please observe the slice step cannot be 0. You have to take either positive value, negative value, but not 0. What is the output we are going to get? Yes, Praveen, are you able to understand? Yes, man. Okay. Yes, sir, step value should not be 0. Excellent, man. Can you please tell what is the other one? What is that? Sir. So Satish is asking something like S of minus 1 colon minus 6. Minus 1 colon minus 6 colon minus 1. Excellent. Now, sir, if you observe our discussion, then you can able to get anything, no problem at all. Sir, minus 1 means forward or backward direction? Respond, Satish. Forward or backward direction? Backward direction. Next and after that, if it is the backward direction, begin to n plus 1. Begin to n plus 1 we require to take. Sir, what is the begin index? What is the begin index, right? Minus 1. Begin to end minus 1. Minus 1 to minus 1 to minus 1 to n plus 1. N plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1 means minus 5. Oh, you require to move from minus 1 to minus 5 in backward direction. In backward direction. Sir, can you please observe that? Can you please observe? Observe this one, which is the minus 6, which is the minus 1, which is the minus 2, minus 5, like this. You can able to understand very easily, right? Sir, now observe that this is my string. Okay. Sir, here have you observed, right? These things are nothing but Sir, like sir, now here observe, this is minus 1, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Sir, what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you getting? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the substring by default we are going to get. Yes. Are you able to understand, Satish? Let me cross check, sir. Let me cross check. What is the output by default you are going to get? Oi, can you please observe that? Can you please observe that? What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Have a look once. 1 minute, please. Yes, off. Yes, off. What is that? What is that? Can you please? What is the thing? Yes, off. Minus 1 to array minus 1 to minus 6 and then minus 1. Can you please observe? Oh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sorry. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What is the output by default we are going to get? Because we are moving forward direction or backward direction? Backward direction. Yes. That's why. What is the answer, sir? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Clear? Array? Yes, Vedanta. Correct. Vedanta Tiwari. Correct. Sir, are you able to understand, right? What is the output by default we are going to get? Because we are moving forward direction or backward direction? Array, forward direction or backward direction? Backward direction. Sir, from like. Anyone, can you please tell any other thing? Any other possibility? Om is asking something. 2, 8 minus 1. Yes, 2, 8 minus 1 we covered already. Any other? Can you please tell? Just only 1 or 2 possibilities I'm going to talk. And then immediately we'll go for next topic. I won't spend much time. Yes, sir. Begin index should be less than second index or less than third index. We never going to worry. If not less than, then simply my slice operator is going to tell that boss, nothing is there. Sorry, I can't select anything. Priyanka, that validations are not going to be cross-checked in the slice operator. If that range is not there, then simply we are going to get what? Empty. Priyanka, are you able to understand? Yes. Okay. Now, sir, anything, sir. Now 2, 5 minus 1. Sir, just observe. Don't give any. That's all. Just don't give any options, please. Okay. Just observe that. Yes, off. Yes, off. You have to tell, sir. 2 colon minus 5 colon minus 5 colon 1. Can you please tell what is the answer? 2 colon minus 5 colon 1. Excellent. Sir, you are moving. Is it forward direction or backward direction? Array, forward direction or backward direction? Forward or backward? Forward direction. Sir, 2 to begin to n minus 1. Begin to n minus 1. Sir, because forward direction, right? So we require to consider 2 to minus 5 minus 1 is nothing but 1 minus 6. 2 to minus 6. Now observe, 2 to minus 6 means, sir, here have a look once. This is the minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Sir, this is the position for minus 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Next, 2 position means 0, 1, 2. This is the position. Then automatically 2 to minus 6 means this is the output by default we are going to get. Yes, man. Correct? Yo, correct? This is the output by default we are going to get. Let me cross check, sir. 2 minus 5, 1, sir. 2 minus 5, 1. 2 minus 5, 1. What is the output by default we are going to get? 2, 3, 4. Yes. Any other? Om is asking something. Sir, Om is asking something. 1 minute. Sir, like you can able to cross check, sir. Just 1 or 2 possibilities. Let me talk about that. Sir, Om is asking 1 yes of 1 colon 6 colon minus 2. 1 colon 6 colon minus 2 minus 2. Sir, like 1 colon 6 colon minus 2. Sir, is it forward direction or backward direction? Respond. Is it forward direction or backward direction? Forward or backward? Backward. First conclusion. Next, if it is the backward direction, begin to end plus 1. Begin to end plus 1. Means 1, 2, end plus 1 means what? 7. 1 to 7. Sir, starts from 1. Starts from 1 index. I want to move to 7 in the backward direction. You never going to get in the chance. I'm sure, man. Correct or not? Yes, you never going to get in the chance. Correct, right? Because the reason for that is, observe that. Because the reason for that is, here just have a look once. Sir, starts from 1. Sir, if I move to the backward direction, if I move to the backward direction, then is there any chance of getting 7? You never going to get in the 7. That's why what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Empty string. Are you getting? Now let me cross check. Sir, yes of 1 6 colon 6 colon minus 2. Like, am I able to get empty string or not? Array? Yes, man. Okay, like, sir, that's all. Like, sir, these are the conclusions what we have. Sir, there is one more, last one, sir. Last one. I hope any explanation is required. Array, any explanation is required? Can you please tell? Just one more I'm taking. Sir, yes of 0 colon minus 5 colon minus 5. Wonderful. 0 colon minus 5 colon minus 5. Sir, is it minus 5? Is it positive or negative? Please respond. Is it positive or negative? Negative. Negative means what? Backward direction. Excellent. Next, in the backward direction, sir, begin to end plus 1. Sir, 0 to minus 5 plus 1. 0 to minus 5 plus 1 means 0 to minus 4. Okay. Now my question is, sir, 0 to minus 4. 0 to minus 4 means 0 is available here. Regarding 0 is available here. Minus 4 is available. Sir, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 is available here. Sir, if you move backward direction, is there any chance of minus 4 index? Never going to come. That's why what is the output by default we are going to get, sir? Okay. Sir, this is 0, minus 5, minus 5. 0, minus 5, minus 5. What is the output we are getting, sir? Empty. Clear? Sir, last one. Anyone having the any question to check? Can I go for next one? Is it clear for all period? Sir, begin to n plus 1 or minus 1. Can you please explain? Naresh, which is required? You required 2 minus 5. Naresh, can you please give an example so that I will explain? Or otherwise 2 5 minus 1. Sir, can you please observe that is requirement is s of 2 minus 5 1. 2 minus 5 1. Can you please tell again? Just is asking some small doubts, sir. 2, is it forward or backward? Can you please tell? Is it forward or backward? Forward or backward? Sir, this one is forward direction because positive. If it is the forward direction, begin to n minus 1. Begin to n minus 1 means 2 to minus 5 minus 1. Minus 5 minus 1. 2 to, okay. What is this value, sir? Minus 5 minus 1 means minus 6. Remember, 2 to minus 6. Now observe, sir, this is, now observe, 2 means here. Excellent. Minus 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Remember, minus 6. Sir, forward direction, 2 to minus 6 means, what is the output by default you are going to get, sir? 2, 3, 4. Yes, man. This is the minus 1. Negative is always going to consider from right to left. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Now this is So 2 minus 6 in the forward direction. What is the output by default? We are going to get, sir, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Are you able to understand? Yes, we checked already. Yes, man. We checked already. Yes, that's why. Anything we require to explain? So last one. Still some people 0 to 0 colon minus 1, sir. Oh, 1 minute. Colon like sir, this one is the 0, this one is minus 1. Oh, 0 minus 1. Sir, now take a bit very special care. Okay, what it is going to take? You have to tell, sir. You have to tell. Can you please tell what is the is it forward direction or backward direction? Forward direction or backward direction? Backward direction. Backward direction, right? If it is the backward direction, it is going to consider. Now listen. In the backward direction, the default value for begin. Remember this one, sir. This is what you people should aware. Are you getting? The default value for begin. What is the default value? What is the default value for the forward direction? Just take very special care. Sir, up to this, any explanation is required? Of course, this one I will discuss. Don't worry, sir. Still one more point I will provide clarity. Can you please observe what is the syntax of slice operator begin? Please respond. Definitely you are going to get some new point, I'm sure. Begin colon, end colon, step, sir. Begin colon, end colon, step. Up to this, you know. Sir, begin, step, sir, positive means what? Step positive means what? Positive means what? Forward direction, from begin to n minus 1. From begin to n minus 1. Next, if the step value is a negative, sir, if the step value is a negative, then backward direction, from begin to what is this one? N plus 1. Up to this is the clear? Yeah. Yes. Can you please observe? Up to this is the clear, right? Now take very special care, sir. Sir, in forward direction means we are always going to move from first to last, left to right. In forward direction, default value for begin. What is the default value for begin, sir? If you are not specifying anything, 0, because you are always moving from begin, right? Next, default value for end. Default value for end is length of the string. Because we require to consider until last length of the string. Default value for step. What the default value for steps are? 1. Remember that. So in forward direction, default value for begin is 0. Default value for end is length of the string, and the default value for step is 1. Sir, any explanation is required? Any explanation is required? Because already you aware all these things, right? Sir, if you are not specifying any begin, from starting point to end point, it's going to consider default value for step is nothing but 1, sir. This is the dangerous, sir. In backward direction, sir, I want to move to the backward direction. Now observe that this is Durga is there. Sir, now if you want to move to the backward direction, usually you have to move like this. Then what is the default value I'm always expecting, sir? Here, minus 1. Begin from where? From which index onwards I have to consider? Next, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. But actually, I require to go, okay, until last. That's why here make sure default value for begin index. Anyone, can you please tell what is the default value for begin index? Oi, backward direction. What is the default value? Minus 1. Observe, Janacharya, have you observed, right? The default value for begin index is minus 1 in the backward direction. Next, default value for end index is I require to consider until this one. It is the backward, right? Until this one. So n the plus 1 should be this index. This index, right? Sir, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Are you getting -5? Sir, how I have to consider? Up to this I require to consider n the plus 1. So what is the way is? What is the way, sir? Anyone can you please tell? Hyphen length of string plus 1 is the n index. Plus 1 is the default value for the n index. N index, right? N index. Because the reason is from begin to n the plus 1 we require to consider. If I'm adding plus 1, then this -1 will be gone. Then only up to length of the string we require to consider. Clear? Ayo. Huh? Sir, don't worry about this. If you want length of string means how many characters are there in this string. How many characters are there in this string is called length. Length of string means here how many characters are there? 5. Divya, are you able to understand? Okay. Next, minus, because you are always moving backward direction, right? We are always moving backward direction, right? That's why. Now have a look once, sir. Observe that. Sir, yes of -1 colon -1 I'm taking. Can you please observe? Sir, begin to n the plus 1. Correct or not? Begin to n the plus 1 because it is a negative backward direction. Begin to n plus 1. So begin to n the plus 1 means -1 to n the plus 1. N the plus 1. N the plus 1 will become this value. N the plus 1 will become this value. Then what is the default value for n? Sir, what is this one? What is this one? Minus length of the string is 5 plus 1. So -1 to -6. -1 to -6. So begin to n the -1. Begin to n the plus 1. N the plus 1 means you already specified -1, -6 here. -6 plus 1 means until -5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So don't get confused. With pleasant mind you require to analyze. Are you getting right? Now, sir, what is our case? Please guide. Sir, please guide. Okay, here have a look once. Sir, now what is the begin index? Please guide. What is the begin index, right? Begin index is -1 because it is a negative. Now until, sir, what I have to take? N the plus 1 index. N the plus 1 index. N means 0 plus 1 index I require to consider because it's a negative. So -1 to 1 I have to consider. -1 to 1 I require to consider means -1 to 1 I require to consider means observe that. Observe. What is the output by default we are going to get? -1 to 1. -1, 1 to 1. Sir, 0, 1. So 9 to 1 by default we are going to get. Correct or not? Yes, man. Don't get confused. Please keep on listening. If you are having the doubt, I will explain. Don't worry, sir. Okay. Sir, now observe. Here this is. So begin index is always -1. End here is specified end index. That's why I require to move. Here just observe. Just have a look once. I'm repeating once again, sir. Sir, this is the thing what Janacharya asked. Sir, can you please tell what is the output by default we are going to get if I consider like this? First one, step is positive or negative? Aditi, step is positive or negative? Array, negative. Negative means what? Is it forward direction or backward direction? Backward direction. If it's the backward direction, begin to n the plus 1. Correct, right? Begin to n plus 1. Sir, have you specified any begin index? Have you specified any begin index? No. That's why. So what is the default value? -1. Because default value for begin index in the backward direction is always -1. -1 to n. The n index already is specified. N index is nothing but what? 0. N index already specified 0. So 0 plus 1. So -1 to 0 plus 1 means 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 means 1. Can you please tell? So -1 to 1 substring we require to consider. Everyone can able to understand? -1 to 1 substring we require to consider. So -1 to 1 means, sir, which one, sir? Which one? Positive index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like positive indexes. Negative index -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and so on. So -1, 2, -1, 2 until 1 means like this. So can I expect this is the answer or not? So what is the output by default we are going to get? 9 to 1. Remember that, sir. 9 to 1. Let me cross check. Let me cross check. Yes, half colon 0 colon -1. Can you please, Janacharya? Are you able to understand? Sir, this is the bigger doubt, sir. Okay, for most of the people, you know, slice backward, forward, they're always getting confusion like anything, man. Okay, so what you can do, already I had the okay sir, here already I had clear discussion is there for you. Just what you can able to take is just take these rules in your notes, automatically you can able to understand very easily, right? Okay, Naresh. Naresh seems to clear, but Rosam killing my brain. No, don't feel Naresh like that. Rosam helper like anything, man. The easiest programming language introducer. Okay, just because just for knowledge purpose I'm sharing all this. Most of the people don't know about that negative, don't know about these default values and so on. Don't worry, man. So if you are the people, if any one or two members are unable to understand like this, then automatically what you can ignore that, no problem at all. It doesn't mean you have to get 100 out of 100, then only you will go to the next class. No such type of rule. 80% is more enough. Naresh, if any person feeling difficult, ignore nothing. Oh, begin to end step value is there. We are always moving forward direction. That's all you can able to think. Clear? Okay. So last possibility before going to the next level. Last possibility, sir. Atidi asking some small thing. Last one. I won't discuss much. Don't worry, sir. This is the last one. Please guide, sir. I don't know. -5, 0, -9. Excellent. -5, 0, -9. Can you please tell, is it positive or negative? Hare, is it positive or negative? Positive or negative? Negative means what? Backward direction. Excellent. Backward direction. What is the begin to end +1? Begin to end +1. Backward direction begin. Begin means what? -5. -5 to end already you specify 0. 0 + 1 means 1. 0 + 1 means 1. So you require to move backward direction from -5 index to 1 index. Every time you have to increment by 9 characters. Remember, 9 characters you require to increment. Okay, let me consider first one. -5, 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Excellent, man. -5. Which symbol, which character is there? Okay, 5 is there. Next, sir, -5 to 1. -5 to 1 I require to consider. Are you getting? -5 to 1 I require to consider. But sir, -5 to 1, first I consider that, and after that I require to jump how many places? 9 places I require to jump. Correct or not? 9 places I require to jump in the backward direction. But if I jump 9 places, then automatically all the characters completed. So mostly you are going to get only 5 is the answer. Correct? Can you please? Yes, man. Only 5 itself is the answer. Okay, like now let me cross check. I'm not sure, sir. let me cross check this one. Yes, of Vedant Tiwari full bore it seems. Completely hands up. Yes, what is the answer by default you are going to get? Yes, 5 itself is the answer. Clear, right? Okay, that's answer, sir. Ayyo, Priyanka is asking once again how? Ayyo, there is one in Telugu. We have one wonderful proverb is there, ma'am. Cinema anta ayipoyin tarvata, you know? Yeah. Don't worry, sir. I will repeat once again. Don't worry. Just I'm kidding. Okay, sir. Just last thing. I'm not going to explain one more example. Please listen carefully. Okay. Here see. What is the meaning of this one? Forget about this string. What is the meaning of this one? Am I required to move forward direction or backward direction? Please listen, especially Priyanka, and then there is one person, Ashwani. Okay, Priyanka, like, sir, compulsory. Sir, is it required to move forward direction or backward direction? Can you please? Is it required to move forward direction or backward direction? Okay, backward direction, because step value is the negative. Backward direction, right? Excellent. Next, sir, backward direction. If it is the backward direction from begin index to end plus 1 index, already I provided clear conclusion. Begin index to end plus 1 backward direction I have to move. So begin means what is the value? -5. Begin means what? -5. End means 0. You provided already 0 plus 1. So -5 to 1 index we require to consider in backward direction. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, -5 to 1 we require to consider. Okay, that's all. Now my question is, take very special case. But step value, how much? 9. So after considering first character, you require to move 9 cells. Are you getting that? Because step is not 1. You are not going to move one by one. You have to jump how many characters, right? 9 characters you require to jump. Remember that, okay? Because 9, it is not 1. 9 characters you require to jump. Remember that. Okay, minus means negative, backward direction. You require to move backward direction. 9 characters you have to jump. Ashwani, are you able to understand? Yes. Okay. Now take a bit special care. -5. What is the -5, sir? -5 index is always from right to left. Sir, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Oh, luckily -5 character is available here, sir. Next, end plus 1 means 1. Sir, where is the 1th index? Here, sir. Where is the 1th index? Here. Now, sir, this is the valid range. Okay, like from here onwards, you have to move backward direction, but every time you require to jump 9 cells because step value is nothing but 9. I mean -9. You require to move backward direction. Every time you require to jump 9 cells. Remember that. So first 5 I consider. Excellent. 5 I consider. And then if I jump 9 cells, then automatically, sir, it is coming out of that. Okay, then the next character is not there. That's why only 5 itself is the answer. Clear? Yes? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all, sir. Okay, this is sir, if I'm going to ask, sir, just you with this knowledge you can able to analyze, no problem at all. Because if I can ask, if I can tell, like immediately you are going to get Aditi, she's asking something like 0.5 here, next 0.5, next, and after that 0.3, like there are no such type of options, Aditi. Sir, make sure compulsory these values should be into values only, otherwise you will get errors. Okay, because these are the indexes. Indexes are always integral values, not floating point values. By mistake, if you are trying to take index value or end value, begin value, end value, step value with respect to float values, immediately you are going to get error. Clear, Aditi? Are you able to understand? You no response. Okay, now, sir, what is the next here? If I can take Aditi, if you are taking like this, immediately you are going to get error. Okay, next, sir, just have, that's all. I'm not going to explain anything, but still one person, please, like, who is that person, man? Prithviraj, can you please cross check, sir? Last, you don't ask any other things, please. You can practice. That knowledge is more enough, man. If you are going to listen this part 2 times or 3 times, you will become expert. Tomorrow you are going to tell the lesson to me, I'm sure. Okay, listen. Sir, now s of 2 minus 1, s of 2 minus 1, sir. Please observe, -1 means positive or negative. Are positive or negative? -1 means positive or negative? Ayo, no response. Prithvi, you have to respond because this is your question. Prithvi, -1 means positive or negative? Positive or negative? Negative. Negative means what? We require to move backward direction. Okay, backward direction. Next, if it is the backward, what is our rules? Begin index 2, begin index 2, end the plus 1 index. What is the begin index? 2, 2, 2 to end the plus 1, minus 1, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1 means 0, sir. Excellent. You require to move from 2 to 0 backward direction. 2 to 0 backward direction. So 2 to 0 backward direction means, sir, 2 index is 0, 1, 2 here. Next 0 index is this is the, so backward direction you require to move. That's why what is the answer by default we are going to get 2, 1, 0. Everyone can aware? Prithvi, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand? Prithvi, just observe. Sir, can you spell out? Can you please spell out? Is it positive or negative? Divya, observe. Is it positive or negative? Positive or negative? Negative. Positive or negative? Negative. Negative. Negative line. Next and after that, negative means backward direction. Negative means backward direction. Backward direction. Next, yeah. I will execute. Don't worry. Negative means backward direction. Backward direction. Sir, if it is the backward direction, then automatically you require to consider begin to n plus 1. What is the begin value? 2. What is the begin value? 2. Next and after that end value minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will become what? 0. Sir, let me execute once. Some people are telling execute once. Are you getting any different answer? Yes. That is not the problem. Yes of 2 colon minus 1 colon minus 1. S of 2 colon minus 1 colon minus 1. Excellent. Something goes down. Yes, something goes down. What is the answer by default we are going to get? Then where is our analysis, man? Where is our analysis? Up to this, whatever we covered, all possibilities working fine. S of 2 minus 1 minus 1. Remember that. S of 2 minus 1 minus 1. Can you please cross check? What is the S value? 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. S of 2 minus 1 and then minus 1. According to our discussion. Okay. Now observe that empty. Can you please, anyone having the idea? Yes. Divya. Can you please? You are telling something. Yes. Sir, this is the default value. This is the default value minus 1. This is the negative means what? Negative means what? Backward direction. Negative means what? Backward direction. Next, sir, begin index 2. Next and after that minus 1 plus 1. Okay, begin index 2 and then minus 1 plus 1. Okay, begin should be no. Please wait. There is something. 2 backward direction. No, just have a look once, sir. Have a look once. Take a bit very special care about this one. 2 minus 1 minus 1. Sir, this is the only case where we are getting 0 in the backward direction. Sir, 2 to 0 is not possible if increment by 1. 2 to 0 not possible if it is increment by 1. Someone is asking. No. Just I'm reading the comment from Mahesh. Just 1 minute. Sir, let me analyze. Minus 1 backward direction. Next and after that begin means what? 2. End plus 1 means what? End plus 1 means what? Minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 means 0. 2 to 0. 1 minute. Let me take minus 5. Some other option. Observe that. Minus 5. 2 to minus 5. What about its value? Minus 2 to minus 4. 2 to minus 4 means empty. Yeah, maybe here, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Maybe our rule perfectly is going to work. If if end index is the 0 in the backward direction, let me cross check. Am I required to add anything extra masala? Are you getting that? Okay, sir. Am I required to add anything extra masala? If the end index is the 0 in the backward direction, let me cross check. If I can able to add that extra point also, then that possibility also by default will be covered, because all these things we developed almost. I did almost by 1 hour analysis of all possible combinations. Good thing, sir. Definitely there may be a chance of, I hope that here what is the n index is coming. N index is coming 0. If it is the 0, then there may be a chance of some more extra point I require to add. Maybe in the case of backward direction, n index should not be 0. If n index is the 0, then automatically some empty string or something like. Do you have any such type of formula? Let me analyze with 2 or 3 examples, then I will come up with a clear idea. Don't worry about that. Are you able to understand? Yes. Are you able to understand? Yes. Up to this is the clear, right? Up to this the rules are very clear. But if this particular possibility, don't worry, sir. I will analyze and I will come up with that, because almost 99% of formula is ready. Okay, we checked several examples, right? Perfectly it's going to work. But only one small thing we are missing, it seems. Let me add that extra masala also, so that completeness by default will be there, so the taste will be excellent. If I'm going to add. Yes, who asked this question? Mahesh? Correct? Who asked this question? Can you please? Prudvi, right? Yeah, Prudvi. Good man. Let me add that. Sir, can you please analyze yourself also? I mean, you people also. Can you please analyze? If you have clear, sir, this is the rules, sir, we require to consider. With the 2 or 3 examples, if you can trace, then you should be in a position to tell, man. Okay? Sir, Rosam is not a god. Remember that. He is also developed the Python based on some pre-condition assumptions only. Sir, we have to trace those assumptions. Beyond that, nothing. Okay? So just a trace with 2 or 3 more example, then you can able to understand very easily. Clear, right? Okay? Okay? Sir, let me take from my side also, I will trace and then I will come up with that extra. Don't worry about that. Okay. Sir, now what is the next cinema we require to talk about, sir? What is the next one we have to talk about? Sir, there are some mathematical operations are allowed. Some mathematical operations are allowed. Oh, 920. Some mathematical operations are allowed for string objects also. Okay, string objects also, right? Okay, mathematical operations are allowed for string operations also. That part I will take care, sir. That's all. Just I'm stopping the session almost 9:30 around. Okay, so tomorrow we will meet for the continuation. All the people, can you please cross check if the backward direction, if the n index is 0, we may get empty. Can you please cross check? That is the only thing I'm missing, I hope. Divya, are you checking? Yes, can you please cross check, sir, 2 or 3 possibilities and then you can able to tell. Don't worry about that. Okay, that's all, sir. Can I stop the session? Yes, tomorrow we will talk about that. Sir, the slice operator, whatever we covered, excellent points, right? These points almost around 1 to 2 hours I spent, sir, and then I did. Sir, just a small point is missing. That thing we can able to add. Don't worry about that. Okay, right, sir. Okay, tomorrow we will meet for the continuation part. Yes, sir. Still some people are expecting how to install Python. Aditi, can you please open the YouTube and can you please open the Google how to install Python? Just can you please try once on your own? Just try once on your own. Matter of 1 minute job. Can you please? Still, if you are not going to get, I will explain, I'm sure. Okay, that's all, sir. Thank you. Tomorrow we will meet for the continuation part. Thank you, sir.